All right, so that's a little last part I haven't finished in class. I will extend you try 3 until after exam 2. I'm sorry, after exam 1. Okay, so you don't have to start. You try 3 right now, or even watch this video right now. Just focus on study exam 1. The monthly cost of driving a car depends on the number of miles driven. Lynn found that in May, her driving costs were $380 for 480 miles, and in June, her costs were $460 for 800 miles. Assume there is a linear relationship between the monthly cost C of driving a car and the distance x driven. Write a linear function that models the cost of driving x miles per month. Right, so in this problem, we know that the cost is going to be your y, right? And then the mile is going to be your x. So if I write out y equal mx plus b, y going to be c of x, and x is x, right? Mx plus b. So I need b and I need m. Okay. If you take a look at the problem, we start the timeline is that May and June, right? So in May, if Lynn drove 480 miles and it cost her 380. Right? And in June, she drove 800 miles, and it cost her 460. So there you go. You have x1, y1, you have x2, y2. You can find the slope, right? With these, m equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now you can plug it in. Maybe I'll go down here. So m equal y2 is 460. I have to use parentheses. y2 is 460, y1 is 380, x2 is 800, x1 is 480. Get your calculator out. Like I got 80 on the top, and then 320 on the bottom, and you want to simplify that. Let me simplify that. Will be a quarter, 1/4. So there's your m. Right. Once you have m, you're gonna find b. Remember, we plug in x and y. You can choose any pair. You can choose the pair in May or the pair in June. Right. I'm gonna choose the pair in May because it's a smaller number. So here I got, let me use green here, blue here. So I got y is gonna be 380. M is 1/4. X is 480. I'm choosing the one in May. Plus b, the one we're looking for now. Right? And then solve for b. 380 equal 480 divided by 4 is 120 plus b. Subtract 120 both sides. B is 260. There you go. Done. Right. So y equal mx plus b. Let me write in the middle here. So y equal m is 4x plus 260. That'll be your final answer. Recall, a horizontal line has the equation of a form y equal constant. Right, so for example, if I have y equals say 2, it's going to be looking like this. Here's my xy coordinate, it's my x-axis, here's my y-axis. So y equal 2 is going to be a horizontal line. Y equal 2. So y is always 2, regardless of the x values, right? You can have x value -1, -2. When you look it up, you always hit y at 2. That's why it's the horizontal graph. Okay? Another thing is the parallels have the same slope. They can have a same or different y-intercept, but they always have the same slope if the two lines are parallel. Two lines are perpendicular if the product of their slope is -1. Or another word, if you M1 and M2 are opposite reciprocal. So let me in another word use in another sense, right? M1 and M2 are opposite. I mean they have opposite side, reciprocal. Okay, so for example, find the equation of a line that contains the point 6, comma, -2 and is parallel to the line y equal -3x plus 2. So the equation that I'm looking for has the graph but parallel to the line y equal -3x plus 2. That means it had the slope of -3. Use red. Have the slope of -3 because they parallel, right? They have the same slope. Well, you got the slope. All I have to do is looking for b. You know that graph, that function, that equation go through 6, comma, -2. So y will be -2 and x is 6. And then you can solve for b. So -2 equal -18 plus b. Therefore, b is 16. So your final answer is y equal -3x plus 16. That is the equation of the line that you're looking for. Okay, this one. And then the same equation, well, not the same equation. That equation now is perpendicular to the line y equal -3x plus 2. And it still go through 6, -2. Okay. So perpendicular means is the slope is opposite reciprocal, right? So the slope that you're looking for is going to be opposite. So instead of negative, it's going to be positive. The reciprocal means you flip it. So it'll be instead of 3, it's going to be 1/3. Right? So that is the slope of that equation. Now you got the slope, you can find b, similar process. Plug in -2 for y, 1/3 for m, and then 6 for x, plus 2, I'm sorry, b plus b, because I don't know what b is. -2 equal 2 plus b, 2 is negative, b is -4. So y equal 1/3 x minus 4. One caution, when you do the perpendicular line or parallel line, you need to solve this equation into y equal mx plus b first. And they, in this case, they both are, so we kind of get lucky, right? You try 3. I think I already told you what you try 3 in the class. All right, good luck.